before memory learned to speak, the earth whispered to itself, and the lion listened, carrying the silence of creation within his breath. From stone and dust, he rose not as a king, but as a witness, bound to the promise the land once made. Every step he took awakened forgotten roots, reminding the soil that balance had never truly vanished, only waited. The wind followed him like an ancient song, telling stories of harmony lost when domination replaced reverence. Where the ground was cracked by forgetting, his presence softened the scars, not by force, but by remembrance. Water returned slowly, as trust returns, cautious yet hopeful, reflecting skies that once watched humanity choose wrongly. The river spoke again, not in words, but in movement, teaching that life flows only where respect allows passage. Across the renewed land, eyes emerged from shadows, animals remembering a time before fear shaped their paths. Humans stepped forward without weapons or crowns, guided by humility rather than conquest, needing the lion as equals. In that shared stillness, a covenant was felt, not written, binding breath, soil, and spirit into one future. From this meeting, the land exhaled, as if relieved, sensing humans had remembered their place within the wider circle. The lion watched silently, knowing guardianship means restraint, allowing life to choose its own rhythm without command forever. Ancient spirits stirred beneath stone and water, not to rule again, but to witness renewal unfolding naturally everywhere. As seasons turned gently, the covenant proved itself through patience, showing balance survives when power steps aside willingly. Children would inherit this silence, where footsteps listen, and the future grows from careful, respectful choices made together. The lion turned away, trusting the world at last, understanding balance lives strongest when unseen by all beings. Without roar or command, he faded into story, becoming a presence felt rather than followed by the land. Night accepted the promise, stitching stars into symbols, reminding all beings that guardianship never ends even when unseen. Morning returned without ceremony, proving harmony does not announce itself, but continues quietly through care shared by all. Thus began the new covenant, not written in stone, but lived daily, wherever respect guides every step forward. From high ground, the lion observed without judgment, knowing distance can honor trust more deeply than constant presence ever could. Behind him, ancestral spirits merged with land and sky, releasing memory back into mountains, rivers, and growing forests. Time loosened its grip, allowing past and future to breathe together, stitched by patience rather than urgency or fear. Each step forward carried generations unseen, teaching that progress means walking carefully where others once fell. Humans and animals followed no leader, sharing direction through awareness, moving as one body guided by mutual respect. Within the lion's eyes lived reflections of tomorrow, fragile yet resilient, shaped by choices still unfolding. The land responded gently, offering seasons in balance, never excessive, never withheld, answering harmony with abundance. At the sacred ridge, the lion paused, understanding arrival is not ownership, but responsibility held lightly. Above, the covenant glimmered briefly, then softened, reminding all that true agreements need no constant display. Seated in silence, the lion became stillness itself, a reminder that guardianship often speaks loudest through calm. Silence deepened, not empty but alive, carrying lessons older than language, waiting for hearts patient enough to hear. The lion breathed with the land, each breath a vow renewed, and seen yet binding all beings gently together. No throne remained, no crown endured, only pathways shared where strength and humility walked side by side. Those who listen learn power is borrowed, never owned, and must be returned before it corrodes the soul. Across valleys and rivers, balance echoed softly, teaching that harmony grows where dominance finally releases control. The lion's form blurred with dust and wind, becoming memory, becoming warning, becoming hope carried forward. Elders would speak of this moment quietly, not as triumph, but as correction gently accepted. In every footprint, the future listened, measuring intention more carefully than ambition or speed. The covenant lived not in ceremony, but in restraint, in pauses taken before action reshaped the world. Thus each turned, not through conquest, but through awareness awakening across all who shared the land. From ashes of forgetting, remembrance rose slowly, teaching generations that survival depends on reverence, not victory. The lion returned as symbol, etched into wind and stone, reminding all life watches how choices are made. Children yet unborn would inherit this silence, shaped by decisions whispered rather than shouted. Nature did not forgive nor punish, it responded, mirroring the care or neglect it received. Those who walked gently found abundance waiting, not seized, but offered through patience and respect. The covenant asked little, only listening, restraint, and courage to abandon dominion for belonging. Under turquoise skies, humanity stood smaller, yet wiser, finally understanding its place among many guardians. The lion's gaze faded into horizon light, leaving responsibility behind, heavier than any crown. Balance was never restored once, but practiced endlessly, renewed by every conscious step forward. And so the world endured, not ruled, not broken, but shared, bound by a promise kept alive through care.